Baker, did you think that your handshake with Hue at midfield would spark as much as it has?
No. Everybody likes to make things a bigger deal than they really are. You know, that is how it is.
Anything you regret at all?
No. You know, people took it as me personally attacking Hugh. That's not it. It's the fact that I get to have my own opinion on how it transpired, and he gets to do what he wants. That's how it is. Although I'm an athlete, I'm not a cookie cutter quarterback. Never have been, never will be. I speak my mind. That's just how I am. So I didn't like the move, and people don't have to care. I mean, I'm not looking for anybody's approval. I don't regret any of it. You know, it's about this team and what we have, and we have to stick together and play together.
Care to elaborate on
why'd you call him fake?
There's just things that happen inside the building that I'm not going to get into detail with. It's in-house information. It doesn't matter.
Then when you understand it's a bit of a contradiction to put it out there.
I get it, but I don't have to go into details. That's just how it works.
Baker, when you look at this Houston defense and that pass rush, do you have to even get out of your hands quicker, or what do you do about that?
Got to get out very quick. Got two of the best defensive ends in the league. And then that's not discrediting any other guys, but they're talented. So, yeah, emphasis has to be on getting the ball out, which we've been trying to do in past weeks, and got to keep doing that.
Baker, how is it so easy for you to kind of block out the distractions and the criticism and all of that? Just experience?
A little bit. I think also dealing with a lot of it for my whole life. Everybody always has an opinion, and you're entitled to that. There's no worries about it, but you got to block it out. If I'm not doing my job, then what it comes down to is I shouldn't be playing. So, you know, I have an opinion. I'm entitled to that, but most important thing is me doing my job, and I can manage both, and that's what people don't understand is, yeah, at quarterback that's a little different for some of the guys to have a voice, but that's just how I've always been. I'm not going to change for anybody.
So does it bother you when people say, well, Drew Brees wouldn't do that, or Peyton Manning wouldn't have said that?
It doesn't bother me. They're their own person. I'm not trying to be exactly like them. Yeah, there are things that I absolutely admire about both of those guys and other people, but I'm never trying to be anybody else. I'm going to be the best version of myself, and that's what's got me here.
Some people in recent days have questioned your maturity and saying you were kind of slipping back into some Oklahoma mistakes. How would you respond to that?
Some Oklahoma mistakes, as in like sideline gestures or getting arrested. No, those are the only mistakes I made at Oklahoma. People get maturity confused with me being 100% comfortable in my own skin. So that's absolutely how I am. I've always been that way. It's not immature. It's me being exactly who I am every day, being that same guy for our team, and I think that's very important for us right now.
Given the fact that we now know kind of how you feel or felt about Hue Jackson while he was here, when it came time for them to make a decision on whether or not to fire him, did they solicit your opinion on that?
No, that's their decision to make, and I trust them to make the correct decisions. So, no, it's not about that, and right now I've talked about that situation, and so I'm hoping we move forward, and the focus for us is on playing a great team this week, a team that's won 8 games in a row, and we need to be ready to play.
But just one more on that. But do you think that your progress was held back at all in those first 8 or 9 games, whatever it was?
No, I mean, obviously the easiest answer would be to look on that and say, yeah, I've played a lot better since then, but that's not it. It's just been about me doing my job and doing it at a high level. So it's not about that. I wouldn't blame that at all.
Hey, Baker, when you make the comment that you made, I mean, obviously you made comments after the game, but then taking it a step further on Instagram, are you thinking, hey, this is just my opinion, I'm going to put it out there, or is this in any way designed to galvanize the team?
I do everything with a purpose. So when so when somebody comments on my story when they really don't know anything about it, I get to voice my opinion, just like he's on a talk show voicing his. So that's like I said, I'm entitled to that, and there's certain things about me being myself, which I think helps this team. But in no way am I trying to create a distraction. I think everybody in this locker room knows that, and so the people on the outside can say what they want. Inside this locker room, we have each other.
Some might say your opinion of Hue was influenced by Todd Haley. How do you respond?
Todd's not here, so I'm not sure.
I mean, during the course of them coexisting together and
No.
having friction, Todd had more time with you than Hue, obviously, because of his position.
No, not that at all. I think after everything that I've been saying, I don't let anybody else decide how I'm going to make my mind up or make my decisions. I've always been my own person and developed those choices and listen to those around me. But at the same time, I ultimately make those decisions.
Do you think it'd be
Brother's post. I mean, where was that coming from?
He's protective. That's what you want family for. I expect some of these guys in this locker room to go to war with me too. It's just how it is.
I just talked to Rashard Higgins and he said that you brought fire to this team and he likes playing with you and you really brought this team together. How do you think you've done that?
Being myself. I think being that same person every day. Like I said earlier, I do everything with a purpose. There's things that I do throughout a day to try and get under people's skin for the right reasons, try and push people, encourage. Everybody's different. That's what I talked about leadership with everybody's different. And right now, we have a team that's very talented. But we have to be able to hone that in and be able to play each Sunday and do it at a high level.
Do you think it'd be easier for you to be a quote-unquote cookie-cutter quarterback and avoid all these questions we're asking you?
No,
Why not?
never done that.
The word fake is a pretty it's condemning.
You're caught up on that word, aren't you?
Someone called me fake. I know.
I don't know. There's just, like I said, there's things that happen inside the building that there's no reason to get into detail with it. We've moved on. We have our coach right now. We have our play caller, and we're having success, so we need to focus on that.
Do you see your teammates picking up on your sort of adopting your swagger?
No, obviously I want people to follow in with that same passion and, for the game and, work ethic, but I want everybody to be themselves and be able to find our identity as a team and kind of gather that in and reel it in. But at the same time, you have to be who you are. And that's what's gotten these people to this point. So be yourself.
Some coaches would talk to a player in an instance like this. Did Greg say anything to you? Does he totally support you on it? Or did he say, hey, maybe not?
We had a victory Monday, and then yesterday is our day off, and today we were pretty busy, so no, I haven't had a chance to talk to him. So we'll see if that happens down the road. But right now, they expect me to handle things the right way and say the right things and lead this team in the right way.
Do you,
No sacks the last 2 weeks. How much is Greg Robinson?
You talking about the guy yelling right now?
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah. I mean, how much is? It seems like since he became your starter, things have really solidified on that offensive.
Yeah, no, he's been a big physical presence for us, and that's what we wanted. We wanted somebody to establish that left edge, be physical, and set the tone. And he's done just that. And like you said, no sacks the last 2 weeks. It's huge, and so we need to continue building on that and let him know that we trust him. We're able to get the ball out quick, but we're also able to get our shots downfield, which is great for our offense.
Baker, I know you always got a clock in your head when you drop back, regardless of whatever play is called. Is that accelerated then over the last 3 weeks, or is some of this personnel packages or scheme, or what's led to this tempo on offense being that much better?
I think looking at some of our plays throughout the year and noticing when I get the ball out quicker and into our playmakers' hands, we have more success. We get into a rhythm, extend our drives, and they're able to make a few people miss down the road. And so that's where that's come from. The time clock needs to be quicker, but at the same time, it needs to be quicker for the right reasons. Get the ball in the right spots, be decisive, know exactly where you want to go, and that's why that's happening.
do you think it's important for the team to look at the playoff possibilities or to just let things fall where they may?
It's always great to have a big picture mindset, but for us right now, we have to take it 1 week at a time. If we don't take care of business, then it doesn't really matter. So we have to win and focus each week for everything else to fall into place.
Can you just talk about what do you think of Deshaun Watson as a quarterback, and how excited are you to kind of be on the same field playing against him?
Deshaun's an incredible quarterback, incredible athlete, great leader. Played against him in the playoffs in 2015. Just from somebody that's seen it in person, you can see all this coming, the success he's had, and it's been fun to watch. He's a good guy, so he's playing at a very high level, a huge reason why they've won 8 games in a row. And so it's always great to play great competition, and you always look forward to that.
The fact that they passed on Deshaun last year, not only did they pass on him, they traded away from him, and then the way things turned out, now they end up with you. Do you think that lends a little drama maybe to his side of it and to the whole game?
I can't speak for his game, but I think Coach Sweeney, for him, nailed it on the head, that he was going to be the one to make every team regret that decision. And he believes that, and I think you see that confidence he carries. But everything happens for a reason. I firmly believe that, and so he's obviously very happy with an 8-win streak right now.
Do you really think Oklahoma deserves to be ranked ahead of Ohio State?
You know that, Tony. Come on, Tony.
How much? What's the significance of the challenge on their defense, especially when you see a guy like Watt?
Getting the ball out quickly, but then because they have such a strong defensive front, that allows their defensive backs to play aggressive. So you got to be very smart when you are getting the ball out quick, of seeing leverage, being decisive, and having our guys being precise on the routes. The timing has to be there even more so than usual, and so it's all the little things when you're playing guys like this and getting the ball out in the right places.
I know you played a lot of good defensive players before, but is there something different about JJ?
I haven't played him yet, so I'm
The
from
prospect of playing him?
yes, yeah. Somebody that athletic, that's strong, that's smart, and a huge leader for that defense and that team. It'll be a big challenge, but that's something I look forward to.
We've seen you extend plays and roll out, seeing you do that on Sunday, completing those 25-yard passes down the field, are those plays coming a little easier for you now, or easier for you to see now than maybe when you first started out against the Jets?
Absolutely. I think I've been more comfortable in the pocket, and as experience has come, knowledge of defenses and seeing my keys and where I need to be with the ball has definitely come easier. So it's been enjoyable to sit back there and watch our guys run the routes and know where to go and be able to grow. And that's kudos to our receivers being in the right places, running the right routes, and then I've had great coaching along the way that's helped me progress each week.
Are you glad that OU's getting another shot at Texas?
Absolutely.
What do you think of the rivalry being played outside of Dallas for the first time in like 100 years?
I'm excited about it. Be interesting to see it at the Big 12 championship. I just found out about it's a penalty if you throw the horns down. So, people are sensitive. It's a team's symbol. I'm not sure why that's a penalty. So I don't know. I'm excited to watch it. I'll just say that.
Does your first NFL game in your home state mean anything a little bit more?
I'll get to see a lot of family, a lot of friends, so I'm looking forward to it. But I got to treat it like any other game. As soon as I let any emotions or outside stuff, distract me from the real game, that's when I make a mistake.
You got a lot of ticket requests this week.
Yeah, but there's too many to count.
We talked about the belief factor since Freddie's taken over the play calling, but schematically, what would you say the biggest thing that he's tweaked?
I think as you guys kind of saw last week, we spread people out a little bit more, played a little bit more tempo. We've shown tempo in the past, but it's been kind of 2-minute situations before half and into game type stuff. But spreading people out and getting the ball out quickly, I think, is just a philosophy of creating numbers and mismatches by that.
Obviously, you played really well last few games. The offense has made strides. But this is a top 10 defense now. Is there a motivating factor there? Like, hey, we want to show we can do it against one of the better defenses?
Oh, absolutely. Anytime you get to play against a team like this, you want to rise to the occasion. You want to be able to execute. And people are always going to have stuff to say, but we have to show up on Sundays and do our job. And like I said, the past couple of weeks, it doesn't matter who we're playing. We have to do our job, but obviously this week we're playing better competition, so doing our job is even that much more important.